Good morning, guys. Good morning, Juan. Good morning, George. Good morning, Emmanuel.
Buenos días, good morning.
Buenos días, Manuel. How are you?
Bien, ¿y tú? Bien, ¿y tú?
Bien, 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 bien. Thank you for joining.
Always, always. ¿Qué tal el fin de semana? Muy corto.
Bro, it was great. It was perfect. Can't complain, man. How was yours? ¿Cómo te fue?
Great. Stay here with family, did a little barbecue, spend the time with the kids. So it was great. Always trying to reinvent something in the house with the kids. So
Qué rico, man. That's the way it is, bro.
claro. ¿Cómo te ha ido, Dylan, con los clientes? ¿Cómo está? ¿Cómo?
Eh, Todo bien. Se está moviendo bastante de acá en el lado de donde estamos nosotros. No complaints. We've been selling a lot of brand new construction, especially in the Hialeah Gardens and the Homestead area.
Good. Sí, ese mercado está caliente ahora.
Yeah. Thanks to the interest rates, se está moviendo bastante. There's a lot of people now buying. But on resales, es donde está un poco, we're having issues with a little bit of inventory. There's none. Uh, and clients are having issues, finding the home that they like and whatnot. But that's why we show them, also the new construction and see if they might be interested in that one since they're getting a lot of incentives.
Claro.
¿Y a ti cómo te va?
Bien. Gracias a Dios, finalmente pude ya con tres clientes que estaban indecisos, que por qué no, vamos a esperar a ver si las propiedades bajan un poco más. Se decidieron, ya tengo approvals, so estamos trabajando ahora ya en el proceso de encontrar la casa. So, a ver qué podemos hacer.
Buenísimo. I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, man, the key is mantener, ser persistente and follow up with them. A lot of people are afraid. They don't know what's going to happen or other things that property is going to go down in value. And if that happens, great. But when the properties will go down in value, interest rate they tend to go up. They're
Yeah.
buying now and taking advantage of it. They'll pay a lot less, actually.
Pero en verdad el mercado está manteniendo
Absolutely.
su precio.
Yeah, absolutely.
No ha habido mucha variedad, o sea, o sea, he visto que algunos vendedores han preferido sacarlas del mercado y luego volverlas a poner.
Mm-hmm.
So que en sí, o sea, están buscando cómo negociar un poco mejor.
Sí. Yeah, and that's great. Algo que está haciendo es, I keep an eye, esas propiedades que sacan del mercado, the properties are, they take out of the market. I always try to, if I see them that they do that, especially in an area that I'm looking to buy, I reach out to them and see, if they're planning on putting back in the market and perhaps giving me first dibs on putting perhaps an offer because they're good homes, but for whatever reason they decided to take it out. Most of the times because of salary, they're concerned. But by talking to the agent, sometimes we've been able to get to an agreement, and by the time they release it, they'll be calling me. They'll be calling one of our agents and see what they can do. And yeah, that's very true. Sometimes we get better deals like that.
Yeah.
So keep an eye out on those homes.
Thank you for the advice.
All right, let's see. All right, let's give it a few minutes. Good morning, Larry. Good morning, Sierra. Good morning, Mary. Hey, Will.
Oh, you're working from home.
I see them working hard, man. Putting the baby to sleep.
Oh my goodness.
Good morning.
Nice. Good morning. Good morning, Monica.
Good morning, Dylan.
How are you?
Great, thank you.
Excellent.
How about you?
Good. Mhm.
Awesome.
Happy Monday to everybody. All right, let's give it one more minute and then we'll start Mindset Monday.
Good morning, everyone. This is Steve. We're about to get started here, Mindset Monday, and just a reminder to share this with your friends and colleagues, peers, other real estate agents. Feel free to tag them. This is just going live now on Facebook, and you can forward any of those emails that you got for reminders, and they can log directly into the Zoom here.
Thank you, Steve. Good morning.
Good morning, Daylon.
How's it going, man?
Good.
All right, so it's 10:07. So let's go ahead and start for Mindset Monday. First of all, I hope everybody had an amazing weekend, spent a lot of time with the family, and stay safe and healthy, and looking forward to another week of excitement, another week of work and making things happen. And what a better way of starting a week off by having the right mindset. So today in Mindset Monday, I wanted to talk to you guys about creating daily routines that will help you succeed in this business. And this is taking based on daily routines of top real estate agents. And we can imitate some of the stuff that these people do, and how can we put it to work in our schedule and our daily routine that will help us as well, and be, top agents at the same time. So just like in any job, sticking to a routine and working efficiently can pave the way for good habits and success. However, being a realtor, as you know, isn't like most jobs. Your time and schedule is all over the place. The key is to navigate your crowded to-do list and honor your pre-made schedule, at least as much as you can. Top agents, they stick to their goals and maintain a steady grasp of their busy to do day-to-day lives. So successful habits can separate average agents from top earners. Until you value your time, you won't accomplish anything. So this is very important for you to understand. Sticking to a schedule and getting things done when they need to be done may seem tough when your phone is constantly blowing up, but doing so can help you better use your time and form positive habits. And don't we all want to create positive habits? Here are some of the daily routines that top realtors they implement in their schedule, and how you can work them into your own lives. So I'm gonna break them little by little, and let's start with the first one that I consider to be very important, and we all know is to time block your schedule and stick with it. So as I mentioned earlier, sticking to a schedule is one of the most difficult things for real estate agents. Many of us plan on prospecting for an hour, but we get sucked into marketing a current listing or speaking with an owner for a long time. It happens to all of us. But unless the task pulling you away from your routine could make or break a client relationship, chances are it can wait until you completed a 1 hour prospecting you plan to do. A short text message, sometimes telling someone you call them back in an hour, is more than enough to satisfy most callers. So keep that in mind. Uh, if you are one of the people that you have a schedule on prospecting, you should, but make sure you stick to that schedule. Prospecting is very, very important. Even schedule your breaks and lunch. Even that, it matters. So having these designated breaks times can keep you refreshed and on task during a long day of work. Planning out each week ahead of time can help you achieve your scheduling goals. They say that a good day starts the night before, and the same can be said about a good week. Take time out before Monday to plan out your upcoming week. Me, for example, I don't close my day on Friday until I have a set schedule that I can follow come next week, the following week, starting Monday. And this is one of them. Sitting in front of you guys and trying to get everybody motivated and encouraged with Mindset Monday. I mean, that is part of my schedule. What I have to do come Monday morning for Tuesday, Wednesday, and the rest of my week, how it's gonna be planned out, all the way to Sunday. So I encourage everyone to do the same thing. Another daily routine will be to have a great morning routine. So how you start your day often determines how well the rest of your day will go. So that goes from drinking a lot of water, have a fresh cup of coffee or two, and start envisioning the rest of your day. Even if you already have it planned out in your mind, you'll feel confident going into it. So see it before you actually execute it. If you're the type of person who is most productive in the morning, plan your days to go get the hardest task out of the way first. Some agents, they may like to do this more difficult task in the afternoon, but it's all subjective. Checking emails and messages first thing in the morning is also a good routine to get into, but don't let yourself get caught up answering non-urgent emails or staying into social media. A half hour can turn into 3 hours quickly if you're not careful. The key to a successful morning routine is starting off positive and staying fully committed to your schedule. While every day will look different for a lot of us, if you start a positive routine and stick to it, you'll be off to a good start. So we all have different morning routine, but find out what works best for you and stick to that one. Check your social media and post at least twice a day. That's another daily routine. So check out your social media and post twice a day. You don't need to block off more than 50 minutes each time you do this. And this is very important to keep in mind and why you should do this. Well, you already know the huge value of your web and especially social media presence. We've had trainings over and over on this topic. Posting 2 times a day about listings, open houses, and or even local events will keep your followers engaged. People will stop following inactive accounts and definitely won't share it or engage with boring ones. So make sure you continue posting stuff. Top agents have a strong online following and interact with their followers on a daily basis. They also monitor comments or mentions on all their accounts. Interested leads may comment on a showing announcement and often leads will directly message you. So stay on top of your messages by checking them at least, I would say, twice a day. If the idea of consistent posting stresses you out, I know it stresses me out sometimes, you could schedule your posts in advance. Maybe we can do a training on this, but there are a lot of easy to use apps that allow you to do just that, to schedule posting in advance. So think of ways that you can do this and implement it in your daily routine. You'll see the results. Another one will be to segment your leads before prospecting. Now, you got to add this task to your daily routine. Then you can schedule blocks for prospecting leads based on how you classify them. Now, this particularly will help you to work smarter throughout your day. You'll be much more effective if you're talking to the same type of owners back to back. For example, you won't approach a for sale by owner the same way you would approach an expired listing. So this just makes sense if you had all of your contacts in a general list, automated text, voicemail, or emails They wouldn't be appealed to each potential client like they would if you had a custom marketing message for each group. I remember, Steve, I've gone over this using the tools that we have, like Chime, for example, on how to separate the type of leads that you have, the type of prospects, and how to send mass emails or messages to reach out to those specific type of clients. Another one will be to track your daily progress in an effort to constantly fine tune your schedule. And this is the last one, the last tip in our list. Track your daily progress in an effort to constantly fine tune your schedule. Now, top agents, they do this weekly, and some may even do it daily. But you can implement a reliable and productive way of doing things without first seeing what works best, especially for you. So count on how many leads you were able to reach out to successfully or unsuccessfully in order to see what time of day your prospect the best. Measure your productivity to see if you get more done with your current clients earlier or later. For me, I like to personally prospect at the end of the day, anywhere between 5 to 7 p.m. I find out that a lot of people, they tend now, a lot of people are back to work or they're out and about. So during that time, they're probably getting home or preparing the dinner for the family. So it's a good time to reach out to them. They tend to be more relaxed. Now with the whole quarantine issue going on, you got to separate, see what time works best for you. A lot of people are home also or working from home. So it's a good time to reach out to them and see what works best, maybe successfully or unsuccessfully. You got to see both and write them down. Even when things are working well, the best realtors will track their results. Tracking your success isn't just about the beginning stages of forming a successful routine. You have to constantly track your progress to see how things change. Aim to constantly improve your efficiency, and your tendency may change with the market. We are definitely in a changing market. So being able to track the changes, being able to track how you're doing, what you're saying, how you're saying it, the type of people you're talking to, it's important that you track it down. If the market's on fire and you can't wait to prospect, you may get more done earlier. If it cools off, you may want to do it later. It's all up to you. But the key is that every successful agent has their own unique routine. The most successful take the schedule more seriously than others. Everyone has their own tendency, and finding out what works best for you and repeating that process over and over again will lead you in the direction of success. So the question is, what is your routine? If you don't have one, today's the time to sit down and see what works best for you and how you can implement it into your business and to see how you can track success. And I'll say that again, tracking success is very important. From the way you speak to a client, from the way the client responded. I keep my own personal notebook, and I always have it here, but I always keep track of everything. That's the only way that you can get better at something, by tracking your success or your failure, because you learn from failures as well. So that's my advice to you today. That's Mindset Monday for you guys. Keep track of your successes, keep track of everything that you're doing, how you're talking to your leads, and make sure you do have a daily routine in place. My advice is, before the end of the day, make sure you plan your Tuesday. Always plan one day in advance. All right. If you guys have any other you want to add to the list, feel free to send us an email, a text, or unmute yourself and speak up. We're more than happy to hear you out and implement anything that you see that is working for you right now. So that, guys, that's Mindset Monday for you. If you have anybody with any questions, concern about any transaction going on, issues with clients, please feel free to speak up and talk to us. We're here for you. Steve, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Hi, Daylon.
Hey, man. Steve, how do you see this week coming up?
Well, it's a holiday week, so I understand that a lot of people are going to start, some plans for traveling, perhaps. But we have our internal weekly meeting still on Wednesday, and this week we're still allowing everyone to catch up for the Tuesday and Thursday marketing meetings. So we're not going to be having those this week. We're going to take another break this week. But stay tuned. I have the emails going out this morning to everyone that requested the material from last week. There were some people that joined us for Real Estate Friday that were requesting. That was a really good session, and a lot of people requested the recording for that. That's going out this morning. Look out for that. And anyone that wants any of the recordings from any of our past marketing, lead generation, or social media trainings, be sure to request that. We do that by request only.
Excellent. Going back for a second to segmenting your leads before prospecting. Do you mind, Steve, explaining why is it important to do this? And perhaps this week, since we're not having a training on Tuesday and Thursday, we can perhaps work on that, on segmenting our leads before prospecting and using Chime or any software that you guys are using right now. Why is that important, Steve?
Yeah, it's very important so that you can talk to the people in your database as if you would talk to them in person. When you communicate them when you communicate to them through medias like chat and email and text and social media, you want to be able to communicate to them the same way you would if you were face to face. So you wouldn't talk to a realtor the same way you would talk to a friends and family, and you wouldn't talk to that person the same way that you would talk to, let's say, an investor or a past client or a vendor of some kind. So all these people require different types of conversations. They're different relationships, and you want to be able to segment them accordingly to communicate with them en masse at scale. So not just going beyond the one-to-one relationships, but being able to juggle hundreds, if not thousands, of relationships at one time. That's how you build a pipeline of consistent leads. So we recommend that everyone takes and dump their email into a spreadsheet and sort it out into basically 5 or so basic buckets or segments or groups that you can put them into. So that would be, let's say, friends and family, real estate agents or realtors, vendors, past clients, and then the 5th one is always cold contacts, or basically others, everybody else. They're going to have a lot of those in your phone and email. So just by sorting them into those 5 categories, right away, your email and chat and text communications become so much more powerful. Now you know who you're speaking to. So very, very important.
Very good, Steve. Thank you for that. So yeah, we encourage everyone to do that, and it's very important to do, especially now in this time of the year. I mean, June is almost over. We just have a few more days left. And then we start July, the second half of the year. It will be good to implement a strategy, a way of following up with our prospects, sphere, past clients, other agents, anybody that can help us, communicate with them. So find a way, find a strategy, put in the time right now to be able to, to implement something that will help you to communicate with them effectively. And what a best way to starting now. We have another 6 months for the year to end. So the way we start now, the next 6 months will determine how you're gonna end up the year. So take this time to go ahead and do that. I want to thank everybody for engaging with us this morning. Thank you so much for tuning in and for seeing us today for Mindset Monday. Let me see if I have a comment here. All right, Steve, I have somebody here requesting the Friday recording. She sent out the email in the chat. Want to make sure you get that.
Okay, Rachel or Raquel, I have that. Raquel, apologize if I'm pronouncing that wrong, but got your email, and I will make sure you get Friday's recording. Anybody else that wants to record the Friday recordings, you can drop it in the chat. I'll make sure I get it. Or you can always email us at steve@brokernation.net or daylon@brokernation.net.
Perfect. All right. All right, guys. So feel free to reach out to us if you have any questions, and if not, have an amazing Monday and an exciting rest of the week. Take care, everybody, and I hope to see you soon. I'll see you on Wednesday. Please join us on Wednesday for our office meeting, and I'll see you also on Friday for Real Estate Friday. So stay tuned for that one as well. Everybody, take care. Bye, everybody.
Thank you, Dylan. Thank you, Steve.
Thank you.